Bullish, engulfing candlestick patterns that are used for trading strategies can be really great in the right context. Now, what I want to do today is show you a little specialization. We're going to go into a detail that a lot of people don't. And this has come up recently where people have emailed me and said, hey, Barry, what about using different types of candles or, for example, different types of bars? So over here we go. This is TradingView, and we've got Heikin Ashi bars, we've got Renko bars, we've got line break bars. And the reason that some people like this or these types of bars is they smooth out price action. They smooth out price action, take away some of the noise. And by the way, some people use tick bars or volume-based bars or range-based bars. These are normally used for intraday charts as well. And again, the whole idea is smooth out price action and eliminate the noise. And that all sounds well and good, but you are giving up something very important, muy importante, that you don't want to give up. And what is that? You're giving away good entries. If you want good, precise entries, which I think we all do, then candlestick bars, traditional Japanese candlestick bars, really give you the best entry. So let me demonstrate this for you. Don't take my word for it. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about here. Okay, so we'll start with the traditional Japanese candlestick bars, which we have on here now. We've got your engulfing bullish candlestick pattern there. And all right, so this bar on the right engulfs the bar on the left. That's a bullish reversal pattern. On this swing low, we look for it to go up. Now, the big question is, all right, what the price are we getting in? So let's say that we entered, just for comparison's sake, so we can compare all these different types of bars, because that's what we're going to do. And we get up above the high of this bar. So now you can see the high of that bar is $213.32. So let's say that's the price we get in, or 1 penny above that, but we'll just use the highs as comparisons. So if you can use that to trigger you into the trade, all right, that's our benchmark, 213.32, traditional candlestick. All right, now let's go over to our next type of bar, which smooths out price action. We'll use the good old Heikin Ashi bars. Wow, there we go. Let's bring this back to the same place. All right, so now back to the same day, and that was December 11th, 2020. And you'll see that, well, first of all, using the Heikin Ashi bars, we still have a red bar there. So we would wait till we get a green bar. Now, you could enter on that green bar. You could enter above the high of the red bar. Let's go ahead and, well, I wouldn't enter on the red bar, I'll tell you that. So if we waited for the green bar, and we waited for the green bar to close, this is a daily chart, as you can see up here. So the close is right there. And up here it says, let's see, where's our close? Close is right there, the C. And if I hover over that, 214.10. So not too bad, but a worse entry, right? Almost $1 worse. So, hey, you add up $1 over a large period of time, 80 cents, whatever it is. And I'd rather get cheaper than more expensive. Do you want to buy retail or do you want to buy wholesale? That's the question. That is the Pregunta, or Fragen, as they like to say in Germany. Okay, so now we've covered that Heikin Ashi bars give you worse entries. And if you entered at the high of the bar, well, now we're up to 216.21. All right, if we wait for the high of that bar, and let's do that, because let's compare apples with apples. So if we're going to enter on the high of the bar on each one of these, all right, 216.21. Now we're dealing with a $3 difference. Oh my gosh, $3? That's mucho dinero, many marks. That's plenty of pesos. Okay. All right, now let's look at another type of bar. All right, so now we've gone to the Renko bars. These smooth out price action as well. You can see Renko right there. And now there's a couple of problems with the Renko bars we run into. So let's get that same date around December 11th. But if you notice, every bar that I move, it skips several dates. So the two dates closest are November 5th and then February 25th. So somewhere in between there is going to be December 11th. That's what we're looking. So, wow, we got a problem. So now what are we going to do? Well, we've got red down, green up, red down. What a lot of people will do with Renko bars, and there's different techniques. Some will enter above this high here. Some will enter in the first green one. All right. And then some they don't like one green one, so they wait for 3 green ones. Anyway, if you entered above the high of this, let's just say that you decided to do a really traditional, because this can get noisy. Now, this is another. Notice that even though we have a bar style that smooths out price action, and it doesn't eliminate noise. All right, so if we waited for the first, well, gosh, that's not even the first green bar after the date, but let's say we waited for it to break this high here. Okay, now we're in at 21 or 221. So far that's the worst price. All right, so we're getting in even at a worse price. Instead of 213, we're getting it at 221, giving up 8 schmackers there. So you might say, yeah, but I'm doing that to avoid the problem of having a lot of noise in the market. And as you can see, yeah, it looks pretty good. But we do get noise situations like this. So it goes down, comes back up. Oh, am I supposed to buy the first green bar? Oh, wait, went back down. So that's why a lot of people say, no, I'll wait for the first green bar, wait for it to go down, and then I'll buy above the first green bar. Other people say, oh, no, you wait for it to go down, get a green bar, and then you sell below the red bar, type of breakout. Now, when you do this, either way you do it, so if you bought down or short, you really got messed up. Because now, if you got in on that day, for example, March 16th, you're not getting out until, April 6th, and at a way worse price. So what happens with these bar types that supposedly smooth price action, and they do, but you still get some noisy scenarios just like we saw here, right? You never eliminate the noise. Look here again, green, red, green, red, green, red. Oh my gosh, here again. Red looks good. Oh yeah, but green, green. Oh, so now should we go long? No, wait, red, red. What, should I go short below that? Wait, green. Oh, should I go long? Wait, 2 reds. Oh, so I should go short? Wait, green, green. So the point is, with these different types of bar styles that supposedly smooth out price action, and again, they do, there's always going to be noise at a certain frequency. It's just changing the frequency at which the noise will occur. And the problem with that is, with the bars that smooth out price action, that frequency at which noise occurs becomes larger, and therefore your losses become larger when noise does come into the market, and your entries are less precise. So you're getting actually the worst of both worlds. These things, people point to them and they say, oh, it works great in a trend. Well, guess what? Everything works great in a trend. Everything works great in a trend, right? Just close your eyes, buy when the trend is up, as long as it keeps going. Key is, how do you know it's going to keep going, obviously? So what I use is, first of all, I use traditional Japanese candlestick bars. That's number one. And I will use those in conjunction with my market timing indicator. And I put those two together, and the confluence of those two help me really accurately to nail swing highs and nail swing lows for shorting and for buying. I encourage you to get that. By the way, give it away for free to everybody in the trading community. Just go to indicatorwebinar.com. I'll show you how to set that up on your charts, exactly how to trade it, give you a full tutorial, absolutely free. My gift to you. If you're enjoying these videos, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'm doing more. I'm trying to get 2-3 of these out every week, so you'll get notified if you're a subscriber. So please go ahead, click that subscribe button, and join the Top Dog Trading family.